All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America, known as Babylon in the Bible. All right, and to let the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans know that they're the true Israelites according to the Bible, and that Esau, or the so-called white man, his kingdom is going to be destroyed. All right, we give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to our elders at Great Millstone, and blessings and honors to you sincere brothers that's fervent in this truth. All right, because you got a lot of, the scriptures tell you we was going to have false prophets in these days. We're going to have scoffers in these days, all right? So I want to get that first.
And the thing, see, and when we take false prophets, that also goes to the ones that's in the churches, man. Because, because the thing about being a prophet, of course, is to say something before it happens. All they do is in the churches is teach is prosperity, man. Prosperity ain't just throughout the whole scriptures, man. The part of the purposes of the prophets was to let the people know pretty much the bad that was about to come. Either get right or this is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they'll prophesy some good things, but a lot of people hated the prophets. Why did they hate the prophets? Because they, for the most part, they was the bearer of bad news, so to speak. It was words that the congregation didn't want to hear. That's why a lot of people think that the true prophets nowadays is crazy, or that they don't know what they talking about. But the false prophets, they get all the praise. You know what I'm saying? Because they speaking the smooth things like it tells you in Isaiah 30. I mean, it's easy to tell somebody what they want to hear for them to get right, opposed to telling them what they don't want to hear for them to get right. Now, when you tell somebody what they don't want to hear and they get right, then that shows that they more sincere towards the scriptures. But if you telling somebody, yeah, the Lord's going to send you blessing, the Lord is in your corner no matter what, but this person is doing all kind of wickedness, they're going to think the wickedness that they're doing is right. So the job of a true prophet is to correct the congregation, man. Tell the congregation that's doing wickedness to get right, or you're going to die. And for the ones that's doing right, continue to do right.
You know, just to add to what you were saying, what's the saying that they have now is it's better to be slapped with the truth than kissed with a lie, man.
Exactly.
You know, because yeah, the truth is gonna hurt, all right, because it's reality, but it's gonna make you a better person, man.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord, all right, because everybody's not gonna do it, like the brother said.
Ezekiel 3:17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Yeah, he has made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. All right, he's not talking about these so-called white people. He's not talking about these heathen nations outside of the nation of Israel. All right, he's talking about Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're the ones that's supposed to be out here teaching this word. We're the ones that's supposed to have this Bible and give Israel these laws. All right, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? Go ahead.
Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them a warning from me.
You give the people of Israel a warning from the Most High. The Most High said he's going to come back and he's going to put vengeance on America. Why? Because the so-called white man is raped, robbed, and murdered and took over everything, man. He's destroying everything. So the Most High, in order to cleanse this land, the Most High says he's going to destroy it. And we have to come out here and warn the people, man, every week. All right? It's a beautiful thing. Go ahead. Opposed to those that, like the brother said in the churches, opposed to them that's telling you peace and prosperity and all these different philosophies of nonsense instead of giving you the truth, man.
It's a beautiful thing if you sincere, man. Because like when prophecy come to pass, that's a beautiful thing to you because you looking forward to the kingdom. But the downfall of America to somebody else, it might not be so beautiful, man. That's because they thinking, because the pastor done told them that all this prosperity is waiting for them. They like, well, wait, I ain't got my blessing from the Lord yet. Prophecy coming to pass is a blessing from the Lord.
Or even if you're not preaching prosperity, if you're not preaching the prophecies, then you that false prophet.
Yeah, exactly.
If you teaching all that other fluff or all that other bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Teach the woman, you know what I'm saying? What's some of the other things that these false prophets out here teach? That's just like keeping our people dumb.
You don't have to keep the law.
Yeah, there you go.
Women and men are equal. You know, because once you bring that men and women ain't equal, that will stop a lot of confusion. Now, of course, we're in this wicked society, and things is out of order. But for the men and women of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that want to get right, we, through Yahweh Shem Yahushai, give them that chance because we tell them how it's supposed to be. You're not going to be in church and they're going to bring out the scripture. A woman's supposed to have her head covered. You know what I'm saying? Unless she's at home relaxing, of course. But a woman's supposed to have her head covered around other men. She's supposed to be subject to her husband, only deal with her husband. You know what I'm saying? She's not supposed to teach. She's supposed to keep silent. Now they could bring that out and be like, well, that's how it used to be. No, it's still the same way because the Lord still deal with the congregation of men. You know what I'm saying?
The Lord that changed not.
Exactly. How many prophetess books is out there? There aren't any. They might be spoken of throughout the scriptures, but you're not going to see a female like a whole book like Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel. You know what I'm saying? You did have prophetess and everything, but they wasn't on the level as the man. The Lord didn't deal with them on that sense, man. And that helps with order, and it stops confusion. But in this society, they teach men and women as equal, which that takes things out of order because then that woman is going to feel like she ain't got to listen to that man, or she's going to feel like whatever he say is wrong, or she, you know what I'm saying? So that brings confusion, which is why this place is known as Babylon, the land of confusion. You know, what you said you wanted? Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
From among their brethren, okay? It's the men of Israel. Go ahead.
Like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth.
Yeah, he will put the Most High will show his words to him. All right, the Most High will bestow his light, the light of truth upon him, so he's able to teach the congregation of Israel. All right?
And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
All the script, the Most High said he's going to send a man from amongst the brethren of Israel, like unto thee, that he will put his words in his mouth, and he shall teach everything that the Lord commands him. The Lord teaches us commandments all through the scriptures, man. Mark them which cause division. I suffer woman not to teach. All right, warn Babylon that it's going to be destroyed. All right, that's a commandment. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him.
Read that again.
Verse 19, Deuteronomy 18 and 19. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him.
You require it of him. All right, so that shows that we have to teach 100% truth, man. We can't go off our feelings. That's exactly why the Lord didn't put women in a teacher position, man. All right?
And it's ultimately talking about the Lord, whom the world called Jesus Christ. This was the prophet that he was talking about he was going to raise up. You know what I'm saying? Because he was made perfect. And that's why when he came on the scene, he had disciples and he taught them, and then they went out and taught the rest of the congregation. So that goes right back to that order. Let me get see if I can find this in the
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18. And when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not a warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way.
So, and warning the wicked of his wicked way, man, it's showing no respect to persons. All right, you see one of your brothers going off, you let him know. That's the Lord gonna get you for that, man. That's going off according to the law. That's going off according to the Bible. That's what you're supposed to do to your brother. What is, like it says in Proverbs, open rebuke is better than secret love, man. The brother, you gonna sting your brother, but he's gonna be grateful for that later, man. Go ahead.
To save his life.
Yeah, because you can tell someone, you can give somebody a word and let them know they're going off, and they could possibly end up being the elect, man. But if you don't tell them, they don't have a chance.
The same wicked man shall die as his iniquity.
And that's about being selfish. You can't be selfish in this thing, man. All right, it's not all about you. It's not all about you. It's about it. It's about the elect of Israel.
It's about Yahweh.
Yeah, con. And yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, right. But how can you help seal the elect if the Most High put you out here to do this work? You're supposed to be out here teaching this truth, trying to seal the elect, man. If you care about your brother, if you care about Yahweh Shem Yahushua our Lord, man. But if you letting all kind of wickedness go on, if you're not warning people, letting people do what they want to do, it creates chaos, and there's no order at the end of the day. All right.
Yeah. If you're speaking about, the prophets and everything. 2nd Ezra 2:1. Thus said the Lord, I brought this people out of bondage.
Yeah, he brought, who did the Lord bring out of bondage, man? Out of the land of Egypt. He brought Israel out of the land of Egypt, man. All right? Israel is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We came out of the land of bondage. We were under the hand of Pharaoh. We were in many different stages of bondage, man. Under all different nations. And the Lord brought us out every time, man.
Go to the book of Judges. Reading the book of Judges is so pretty much, most of the captivities, because that's what happened. We would go under bondage, and then we would mess up, go under bondage, pray to the Lord. He sent a prophet or judge, you know what I'm saying? Or like Samson, you know what I'm saying? Somebody to deliver us. And then we like, whoa, okay, now we free. And then we go right back to doing wickedness, and then we right back in captivity under somebody else. And that proves why you have to have judges. A lot of people walk around and say, only God can judge me, only God can judge me. You're right. He has that ultimate judgment as far as your life and your death, or what can actually happen to you. Like, we can tell you, if you commit adultery, according to the law, you're supposed to be put to death. But if the Lord has mercy or grace upon you, and he chooses to punish you some other way, then he had the ultimate judgment on you. But our judgment to you was you're going to be put to death. You can be put to death for committing adultery. But he has the ultimate judgment. So at the end of the day, you will have to sit in that judgment seat. But we're your judges whether you like it or not. If you're being wicked, we're going to tell you wicked, how you been wicked, and how you're supposed to be righteous. So you can't, when you get in that judgment seat, you can't say, oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. Hold on, let me finish this. Okay, go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 15. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged as no man.
Yeah, exactly, because he didn't correct it himself. Now, even to become spiritual, you have to be on some type of level, man. Because you can't just pick up the